Hello and welcome to Align Your Divine, our Sunday live chats. I am Metaphysical Ash, your go-to spiritual mentor and resource center. And today we are discussing relationships.
Yeah, we figured that it's time that we have a discussion about um toxic connections, and how they can hold us back, and in reality it's really us that will create this and create obstacles, but sometimes we need a little help with the awareness and pointing things out. So I think this
Accountability.
conversation, yeah, exactly. This conversation I think was it's due.
Yeah, Mystic Ivy and I were discussing after last Sunday's live how we really can add a lot of value to the container when it comes to relationships because we have both been on this spiritual journey for a while and we have a deeper understanding of what is more a lesson and what is more in alignment because we can get them confused. The lesson can feel like an alignment when we are out of balance with our inner being and our true north, our true connection to source. When we're operating from our trauma and our pain, it's like the connection almost feels stronger and we confuse it with divine alignment. I know I've experienced this. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean that's a big one because it's like how do you recognize that? How do you stop and realize like this really truly isn't in alignment when it feels like it is? And I mean, I know one of the things that you helped me to realize is before just take a look at the events in your life that have happened prior to the connection, and then what happened after the connection.
Yeah.
And that is huge, because I think that if we start to pay attention to those things, then we can really connect the dots and see where things have stemmed from.
Yeah. Yeah, that right there. So we really have to pay attention. So when we share vortex with somebody, like especially, physically, intimately,
Yeah.
notice what happens. How does your energy feel a few days, a week after that connection? Do you feel drained? Hi, Sarah. Thank you for joining us. You're welcome to enter in, ask questions, use the chat box. We're talking about relationships and how to recognize when something is more of a trauma bond meant to be a lesson, and how to recognize when something is in true alignment, with your greatest and highest expression. And it can it can go back and forth. Like what was once in alignment to help you evolve and expand can turn into a trauma bond when the energies shift and you are no longer in alignment. So, for example, romantic connections that tend to take a turn where everything was, wonderful. Hey, guess what? Now you've combined forces and your traumas are showing you the contrast. So they have their trauma, you have your trauma, you're perceiving them, they're perceiving you. You're not coherent because you're not in alignment with yourself. So we can project and blame, but at the end of the day, it's us. It's our alignment. And when we're not in alignment with self, we tend to experience contrast with other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I notice with me, like when I can think that, as you said, like it'll feel so good and I'll think that things are great and I'm in alignment, and I'll even see like synchronicities. I'm
Mhm.
like, oh yeah, I'm on the right path. But what I'll notice is physically things will start to change for me. My health will decline, or chaotic events will begin to happen around me. Like where things were working out so great before, they'll start to take a turn. And it may not be like drastic, but it can be slow and steady, where after a couple of weeks or a month, like I'll look back and over the span of time and see like, wow, things have really taken a turn, downhill. And then I'll be able to realize like, okay, this wasn't what I should have been doing, and it's time to change the course of direction.
It's like lesson learned.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. So we connect when we share our bodies with another, we entangle our energies and we connect our fields. So we are going to be going into a deep dive meditation to help remove some of those cords, remove some of those connection links, because we do develop energetic cords with those we entangle with. When we enter into an intimate container, we connect at the mind, connect at the heart, connect at the lower energetic centers, and the energies remain unless we do the work to remove those entanglements, those cords. They remain. And now, as so many individuals are awakening to more of what they are and understanding at a deeper level the interconnectedness of all things, these bonds are strengthening.
Yeah.
So we're becoming a little bit more aware of, spiritual hygiene and the fact that we need to cleanse and clear our energetic field. We can have a horrible day, be going through so much emotionally, and then enter into intimate container with our partner. They're going to be taking on some of that. Whoever's vibrating higher, has the higher vibration and is spinning faster, is going to be accumulating some of that debris.
Yeah.
So it's really important that we observe, other and discern if this is for your greatest and highest good, to really intermingle with their energies in that way. Because once you do, it's challenging to disconnect unless you have the tools, which we're going to share some tools today.
Yeah, it can be really hard to disconnect.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can take I want to say like a traumatic external event, where the universe is like, wake up already, this is not working for you, and kind of like smacks you, and you're like, okay, all right, and what we're trying to do here is kind of grab a hold of the reins, and put that power in our own hands so that we don't have to get smacked down,
Yeah. Sarah, would you like to say hello? Or are you just coming to?
I'm just coming to explore, and I honestly didn't know, what to expect. So here I am. This is good stuff, ladies. Yeah, I'm here because I've been having a lot of things going on. And today I just decided I was really looking for some community and spiritual energy in whatever way it would present itself. And so if it tells you how desperate I was, I just Googled online spirituality tonight, and somehow you are now here with me at this moment in time. So
this is amazing.
That's great.
That is divine alignment.
I'll take it. Yes.
So if you're comfortable, I can tap into your energy a little bit.
I'd be happy to have some engagement with people in that way. So, yeah.
So take a deep breath and notice the front of your chest. Notice the tip of your chin and the back of your neck. I want you to bring awareness to your wholeness, so the skin, and then the space and the energy within the skin. Are you familiar with the chakras, Sarah?
A bit. I've been recently participating in something and then one time I felt like I needed to have my chakras cleansed, and I got them cleansed. I don't really know all that happened, but I believe something's going on with the chakras.
Well, you're here for a reason.
I can't tell you the order or which one represents what or whatever. I was just reading about it this week, actually. I was like, I need to figure this stuff out. But yeah, so what should I know about chakra?
Chakra means wheel, and they are energy centers that assist us in how we position and place ourselves in space and time. The human body's holographic by nature, and your energy centers are like gateways. They hold information of your DNA. So everything you draw towards you is magnetized by the chakras. It's like your center, and then based on what you're accessing in your DNA and the information in your body, you position yourself in the middle of experience. So when I had you notice the skin, I want you to really notice like your container, the physical body. So notice your skin, the front of your chest, and then the heart. What I'd like to do is to open your crown and pull through some healing frequencies. Are you comfortable with that?
Sure, thank you.
So we're going to do that. I'm going to open your crown. It is your 7th, 8th. We're going to move up to the 9th chakra. We're going to open those chakra centers. And Mystic Ivy will help me. And what I want you to do is focus on your heart center and set the intention that you are open to receive highest vibrational frequencies in the sequence necessary for your healing and alignment. We call upon our higher God self, our angels, ancestors, and ascension guides to assist in this clearing for Sarah today. We're going to be working with a golden frequency that has a soft pink tone in the center. So I want you to imagine your crown opening like a golden halo about a foot above your head. And as that crown opens, you are receiving healing, light frequencies raining into the body. So it's a beautiful golden pixelating light. You might notice the sensation as it starts to enter in through the crown, filling the cranial cavity with that gold, followed by soft pink magnalin frequencies. Let this energy make its way into the body, filling up the space within the skin. Filling from the shoulders, down the front of the chest, spine, stomach, intestines, all the way down to the sexual organs. Notice your uterus and your fallopian tubes, and bring awareness to that space. Allow the golden light to accumulate in any areas that feel dense or require illumination, cleansing, a recalibration of our somatic structure, so the geometry of the body. Take a deep breath in through the nose, down to the low belly. Breathe out, release. Breathing in and breathe out. And with each inhale, you allow more space for that frequency in the body. And with each exhale, you release any resistance, any tension, any dead energy in the body. So we are filling ourselves up like a container to contain that golden light and the soft pink pixelating hue frequency inside the body, the physical form. And contain it. So contain it within the skin. Notice the front of your chest and your back, your upper back. 360-degree awareness of your being. Crown is open as you receive. Allow those frequencies to make their way into all your extremities, down the shoulders, elbows, to each fingertip, illuminating the chakra centers of the hands. So both hands have chakra centers. So as that frequency fills you, it illuminates and extends out each finger, filling the torso. Notice the skin of the torso containing the energy as it shifts you and your resonance. Taking a deep breath. Higher God Self, assist in this healing. At a cellular and molecular level, I surrender. I release. I fill myself with the light of the divine, and I accept the assistance that I am loved, guided, cared for, and divinely protected. I release what was, and I prepare for what will be. Continuing to maintain awareness of your container. So front, back, side to side, hips, perineum, the space between your legs where the root is. All illuminated in this healing frequency. Move it down the legs. Illuminate the knees. Down the calves into the ankles. Until it makes its way out each toe. Taking a deep breath in. And allow yourself to settle in those energies and those frequencies. Bathe in it. And for the rest of our conversation, maintain awareness of your container. So your wholeness. Notice the tip of your nose, the back of the head, middle of the shoulder blades, front of the chest on the belly button. Notice what supports you as you sit. How does that feel? Clothing on your skin, so out of mind into body as you work on the inner space. And when you're ready, wiggle your fingers and toes. Notice the nervous system and feel free to come back. Just allowing yourself to feel. How did you feel with that, Jasmine? Did it feel you?
Yeah, I started to feel a lot of energy like vibrating around my arms, my upper body. I mean, I was focusing on Sarah, and the meditation, and I just started to feel that vibration.
Yeah, we have the ability to work with our life force, to work with the life force that's in the body, but it's not just in the body, it's holographic. And the topic today, is relationships and connections. And it's not just romantic, it's our family. It's the stranger at the grocery store who, slammed the door in our face. Like, we're creating energetic cords and binds in so many ways, shapes, and forms. We got to reel it back into our being. So securing that container, it really is a powerful thing.
Yeah.
How do you feel, Sarah? It was good. It was relaxing and helped settle me down and it helped. It's just the experience of communal energy is always really helpful. So thank you. Yeah.
Glad you found us.
Yeah. I have something that I put in the microwave and now the thing is beeping. And I have to go get that because I'm just not that in tune with, I can't, anyway, I'm going to be back just briefly if I can. One moment.
Yeah. Yeah, that felt really good. I think we all kind of needed that little reset. Yeah.
It sure did. It sure did.
Yeah. So continuing on our subject, relationships. Why do the toxic ones feel so good? Literally, why does our body respond so strongly to the lessons we're meant to learn?
I feel like we have to learn how to experience pleasure from a different lens of perception. Um, there's a song, and I can't think of the name right now, but the lyric says, don't let him penetrate you physically unless he penetrates you mentally. And that is a big deal, right? Like if someone can stimulate my mind and get me open and interested and excited, like that's a different level of attraction and connection, and if we can work on that, and feeling that and not seeking instant gratification, then we'll be able to manifest those real connections that are in alignment with where we want to be.
I feel you. I feel you. But I also kind of I want to add that sometimes we have to go through what we don't want to really get clear on what we do want. So going through that, like, we can be so hard on ourselves. We judge ourselves. We criticize ourselves. We condemn ourselves. Like, why'd you do that? Why'd you share your body with that person? Why'd you entertain, this connection that wasn't right for you? But maybe it was at that time to help you reclaim parts of yourself that you didn't know you needed to reclaim. It's relationships, they're about like relating, but it's also mirror of the shadow, what exists within ourselves that we need to see.
Yeah.
They're going to show us. And I had this post I made, everyone wants a relationship until they're met with the depths of their own shadow through the mirror. It's like, we want to say it's about them, even to the extent where people, I'm an empath, I attract narcissists. Take a look at your programs. Responsibility, accountability. And then once we know what we need to know, we take action to clear the cords and eliminate the program that has created the alignment in the first place. Because that's what it is. Personality is like algorithms. Get rid of that. Stop the alignment.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that cord cutting is so important, like as a daily practice, I feel. And sometimes even more than once in a day. Because as you said, like as we go about our day and interact with people, we create more connections. And they're not always like, they can either raise us up or they can pull us down, and I think I since I've started practicing that, like it's been a lot easier for me to navigate and kind of steer clear from energies that will kind of bring me down.
Yeah.
And there's I mean I know one way of cord cutting, but I'm sure there's a bunch of ways. Right. Like even just speaking it out loud.
I release. I clear. And cord cutting. So here's the thing. I used to fear it because I liked the cords, and I, growing up the way I did, had a thing with control, which it's really an illusion. But cord cutting is beneficial in every relationship, every circumstance. Because what you're doing is you're removing expectation, you're removing judgment, you're removing everything that you're placing on them. and you're pulling it all, back in, that so that you can be whole without needing other to do anything. So
Right.
cord cutting it's beneficial for every relationship, business, romance, friendship.
Yeah. Yeah. It kind of also ensures that, yeah, like you're maintaining that connection that's going to help keep you aligned with your higher purpose,
Yeah.
not with feeding lower frequencies.
Yeah. And the
From
will. So some people have an extremely strong, like, solar plexus, and they will pull you in if you're not solid in your knowing, in your being, in your alignment. If you waver, if you have a tough, challenging time, if you go through some emotional stuff, they can literally pull you in with their will. So then you're operating from what their needs are rather
Right.
than knowing and aligning with your own. So we want to maintain our sovereignty as best we can. And cord cutting is something we should be doing on a day. We should do this every day with the world around us. When you get up in the morning, you want to pull yourself back in, all of you, all your particle pieces, because we defragment. And then before you go to bed at night, you want to reclaim all aspects of yourself so you are solid. You're not carrying connections into dream state. You're
Right.
solid. And then it's you working on your universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to go back to what you said earlier about going through these experiences so that we can learn what we don't want and
Yeah.
what we do want. Like that's really, really important for one to take a step back and say, how have I benefited from this relationship, and how have I not? Like, how has it brought me down? And then kind of, one person told me a while back, like, make a list of pros and cons, and then it'll help you see. But yeah, I mean, that whole thing is really important. Like, pay attention, did I enjoy this part of the relationship? What did I not like? And then those become kind of red flags for you, so that in the future, when you meet someone else and you connect, if you see, that person exhibiting those same characteristics, you can say, wait a minute, I saw that before. I'm not doing this again. Like, fool me once, shame on you. I mean, fool me twice, shame on me.
That part right there, because the similar character, you notice a similar pattern,
Right.
right? It's like, oh man. So now I need to, man, I'm seeing my pattern now. I'm seeing my pattern. So if I do what I've always done, I'm going to get what I've always got. I got to
Exactly.
shift it up. I got to change the pattern, because here I am attracting the same type of individual. It's something in me that's drawing it in. So what do I need to shift within me? And a lot of times, it's how we think. It's how
Yeah.
we think, which then contributes to what we feel. And then what we feel is that motion that comes back. So we really have to observe how we're seeing and perceiving these situations, these people, these experiences. And like you said, ask ourselves, like, is this serving me?
Mhm.
Because sometimes the pain does. The pain serves us. Comfortability, what do they say about comfortability? It's like where, like, you die in comfortability. I don't remember. It's something like,
Yeah.
it's not, you want some contrast. You want some heat. You want
Yeah.
some, you need it. You need it to grow. You need some adversity.
Get comfortable being uncomfortable, because that's the
Yeah.
only way. That's the only way to grow and change.
Yeah.
The only way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Step out of your comfort zone.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No. I don't wanna. So I've been asking myself lately, because like I started dating again, like, and I'm like, okay, well, let me get comfortable being uncomfortable, and let me try all these different things. Like what I used to do, I try to, like, do the opposite, and it feels so challenging. It's like, even trying to date, different types of people.
Yeah.
But But it's the only way to figure it out. It's the only, you gotta start to get to know your structure. What are you drawing towards you? Like, okay, like, and a girlfriend of mine and I, like, we laugh about this, like dating, like, okay, so, and I don't know if people might get, this is gonna sound funny, but it's like, you gotta build a hoe. So you take a piece over here, a piece over there, you're like focusing on all these things, like you found all these pieces that you really like and like how they make you feel. And you laughing at me because I said build a hoe. But that's what we're doing, just like with our life. Like we're navigating these energies. We're figuring out what we like, what we don't like, what works, what's worth our time and what isn't, and releasing fear. You gotta trust. You have to trust yourself that you can and will create that alignment with the proper person at the right time to assist you in your evolution, even if it is painful, even if it is contrast, just it will serve you, but full trust, because this is the game. This is the navigation of energy.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's all you getting to know yourself. So what have you matched with? And if it's extremely challenging, you got some inner work to do.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's really important too, what you said about like looking at a person that you're attracted to and then saying like, all right, for example, if there's a certain type of person that you're attracted to, right? And it's like you see someone, oh yeah, like that person looks good. But it's like, okay, is this like a similar type of person that I've always been attracted to? Like what if somebody else comes up to you and is interested in you, but they're not looking like what you normally would date? I mean, now I feel like we've got to be open-minded and say, okay, let me, this is not what I'm used to, but let me give this person a try. Maybe they have something else to offer me that could be better than what I'm used to. Because as you said, like we'll attract people based on these trauma programs. And it takes a lot to kind of step out of that, to check yourself and say, is this what I've always been doing, or am I stepping out of the box?
It's a whole level of self-mastery to even be able to observe yourself. I've been in these situations so many times where I'm just like, I'm looking at me, I'm looking at them, like I can see the personality programs, like I can maintain observer, but I can still be pissed off, like, oh, like I can maintain, but I'm still running personality. So I have to reel it in, come back to center, and it requires constant awareness. Like it is work. It is work. But it's like once I do that work, once it clicks, once the personality shifts, okay, the work's done. Now I'm drawing in a new match, like somebody that's not carrying that same stuff. I'm not repeating that same cycle because I took that time, I observed, and I did the work. It's worth it. It's worth it.
So true. It's like nipping it in the bud right away.
Mm-hmm.
You take care of it right away, and then as you said, the work is done. But if you don't, it's just going to keep repeating.
Yeah, let's stop the suffering. Let's stop it fast, because we fear the illusion, what we romanticized could have been with that person. But if we could really just look at what it was in the now, and then what it is now, like move forward. We get stuck on an illusion. We want to romanticize what it could have been, but that's not real. It's not reality. Here's what it was. You created it, and here's what it was from your perceptual lens. So dive deeper, like how are you seeing it, and then go above, see if you're able to observe some of their perceptual lens, which relationships are about relating. So if we can have open, clear communication, that's really helpful. That's beneficial. But if you don't have a partner that will communicate, you work on you.
Yeah.
That alignment right.
Yeah.
Manifest something better.
Right. Like we can't look at things, through these rose-colored lenses. We have to be real with what's happening. That's so important, just being real and seeing and accepting and acknowledging.
Yeah. How do you feel about going through a cord cutting? Are we ready?
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Do you mind if well, I guess we can leave our videos on. All right, we're gonna do a cord cutting meditation. So if everyone wants to relax, I know Sarah said she's done eating. We're about to go into meditation. Thank you. All right. So take a few deep breaths in. I want you to relax and close your eyes. I want you to place yourself in a comfortable space and place, in a relaxing environment, wherever that may be. For me, I like the beach, white sand, warmth on my skin. So take a deep breath and put yourself in this comfortable place. And notice your being as you observe where you are. And I want you to imagine a golden ring around you. Illuminated with vibrant flames, and you are center of this golden ring. And notice your body, notice your wholeness. Now I want you to call upon the higher self of the individual that you wish to cut cords with. And allow them to come in. And this doesn't mean that they're going to disappear from your life. It just means that you're prepared to release any negative energy between the two of you, any expectations. You are ready to take care of you and allow them to take care of them. So request that they come in and you maintain yourself in your circle of protection, which they do not enter. This is your space where your clearing work begins. As they enter, I want you to create a circle for them of healing light frequency, that they are now standing in the center of two individuals within their own healing space, separate, prepared to release expectation from one another. Now we can have preferences, but expectation gets in the way. So notice your body, start to scan yourself. Let them know your intention for this cord cutting. Let them know that you'd like to clear any negative energy, any attachments, any cords that are not for the greatest and highest alignment of the two of you. Let them know that it's time to clear the air, to release, and to claim and own our sovereignty. And from that place of wholeness, if you choose to move forward together, you do so as two whole beings. Observe yourself in your circle. Notice any cords, attachments, cracks, or rifts in your field or body. Gently remove the cords, allowing them to drop within your circle around your feet. And as you pull out any cords, distortion, or implants, fill the space with bright, white, healing energy. We are repairing our auric field and energy body. So, however deep these cords may run, we have our emotional body, our mental body, our physical body. Observe yourself totally, fully, completely. If you need to go in to the organs, go into the organ and pull out anything that seems to be misplaced. It doesn't belong to you. Allow it to fall at your feet. At the beginning, at the top of your head, start to scan the body from the top of the crown. Externally, notice any cords or distortions or implants, and then internally, go inward. Any dark spots, any deeply embedded devices or cords, remove them, let them fall at your feet. Continue down the body, front of the chest, shoulders back. Continue to scan your field externally and internally for any cords or deeply embedded devices. Remove them, fill the space with healing light energy. Allow the cords or implants to fall at your feet. Continuing into the sexual organs. Scan the external energy field and then go inward into the canal, up to the uterus and both tubes. Scan the organ. Remove any cords, devices, or implants. Allow them to fall at your feet. Notice the back, the low back, base of the spine. External auric field, observe, scan, internal spine. Notice any distortions, any cords, any implants or devices. Pull them out, let them fall at your feet. Fill the space with healing white light energy. This is frequency work. Continue to scan the body. 360-degree awareness. Have we missed anything? Notice the cords, implants, and devices at your feet. Notice what has been removed. Your original ring of healing fire, allow that to move towards center as it does to dissolve and burn away the cords and devices, illuminating with the golden flame and bringing with it lavender, the lavender flame, which will not hurt you, but will assist you in this clearing. Allow that to work through everything you have removed from your physical body. And allow that flame to move up from the bottom of your feet, up your body, just a full cleansing of your entire inner and outer world. Allow that flame to make its way up the front of the chest, up the throat, to the top of the head, illuminating you, and then pouring out the crown in overflow, vibrant lavender flame, healing energy. Pouring out the crown, filling the auric field, illuminated. Your cleansing is complete. Your removal is complete. Notice the individual that you brought in their healing circle. Let them know that it is okay to release, to let go. Scan their body for any cords or devices. 360-degree awareness of any aspects of you that are lingering in their field. Allow them to fall at the base of the feet within their healing circle. Scan their back of the neck, back of the spine. Make sure there are no parts that we've missed. Front of the chest, around the sexual organs, down the legs, pulling out, removing any cords or devices, and filling that with white light. Notice what falls at their feet. Allow their healing circle to illuminate and burn and dissolve what has fallen at their feet. And as that fire moves closer, it activates into the lavender flame, to that violet healing energy, which dissolves all cords or devices at their feet, making its way up their body, illuminating them. full healing, clearing. Let them know you are thankful for this work, and they are free to go. When you're ready, one final swoop of your healing circle. And come back to me now. How do we feel?
I got totally emotional at the end.
Yeah, it's okay. Good. Good.
Oh.
It felt good. I was needed.
Awesome. Awesome. Beautiful. All right, ladies. Is there anything we want to add, Mr. Kyrie, to today's session?
I don't think so. I think we're good for now.
Yeah, that was great. All right.
I
Thank
agree.
you for coming to Align Your Divine. We, hold these chats, meditations, even rituals every Sunday. So
Yeah.
join us.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
You're so welcome. Thank you for coming. It was divine alignment. You were meant to be in this.
Thank you. Yeah, you all talked about some things I've been thinking about, so definitely felt like it affirms.
Well, we hope to see you next Sunday.
All
Yes.
right, thank you. Okay.
All right,
Talk
have
to
a
you
good
later.
night.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
ladies.
Bye.